Yo, what's up? You listening to the Instant Grits podcast. My name is Devin Adams, CEO of Determined Athletes, and I am determined to inspire. I'm really excited today. I see Patrick is anxious. How are you feeling, Pat?
Yo. I'm doing good, man. I'm really interested in getting into this topic because I put a lot of thought into it, and I think it's gonna actually be a part two to this one, man.
Okay.
This gonna be a good one.
You sound like you're in a good mood, man. Got your
I'm all
hair
right,
cut?
man. So why you gotta do that to me?
Well, I just said you got the haircut. It looks good.
You gotta get a little trim. I don't want to look crazy out here, so
Nah, man.
But it's Saturday. It's sunny out. You know what I mean? We Sixers Gary go to Game 7, so I'm happy about that. I'd have been hurt if they lost. So
Yeah.
I feel good.
And Lopez isn't here today.
Shout out to Lo.
Shout out to Lopez. We're gonna leave him alone today.
Yeah, we ain't gonna mess with him.
We're not gonna mess with him today. He's out. He's busy. When you have 5 kids, man, it's just like
critical
stuff just pops up.
Yeah, man.
Apparently, I don't know. I don't have any, but
you gonna learn.
He's out here handling his business, doing what he's supposed to do, being a good husband, fixing chairs and cutting grass, and
all that good stuff.
Yeah, he like doing that stuff though.
Hey, man, you gotta get used to it after a while.
It's missing now. Men don't do that stuff no more because they not in the houses like that.
Which is absolutely, which is crazy because we absent.
But
fix that. Yep.
Yeah, super happy to be here, guys. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling pretty good. Got some rest. Got my weight down from accountability stuff, so I'm holding strong at about 153.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. What about
I gotta
you?
weigh myself, man. I know. I was doing some research. Lack of sleep is really key, and I've had a tough week with getting sleep. Just having a couple late nights doing some work stuff and stuff at prom and all of that. So
how was that though? The kids have a good time?
Yeah, man. It turned out good. It was had a rough go of it because unfortunately some kids couldn't go because of a couple different factors. But it wound up being pretty good, and kids had a good time. So it was fun.
Well, that sounds good.
Man.
I've never been to a prom. Actually, I've been to mine, but I've never been to like a high school prom.
I ain't go to mine.
You didn't go to your prom?
I was in the gym shooting jump shots the night of the prom.
Hey, he being a real one. I went to my prom. I had a good time. Shout out to Vanessa. If you out there listening, what's up?
Shout out Vanessa.
Yeah, Vanessa was cool, man. That was my youngin', man. We had a good time.
That's what's up.
He played softball.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And I think literally the prom story was just like this. I said, I don't want to go with the person that I said I was gonna go with. And I think she said the same thing. I said, well then, because she was my homie. So I'm like, yo, I think we just gonna go.
But
she said, yeah, all right, cool. And that was it.
You had the best fun with the ones that you cool with. You know what I mean? It's not all awkward and you try and get to that point in the night like it's.
And I still got her prom pictures too. I don't even think I'll be able to. so that was kind of funny, but
that's what's up.
But yeah, no nicknames today, man. I want us to get right on this topic, but before we do, let's just say thank you to everybody. Like I said, guys are voting.
Yes.
People are spreading the word about Instant Grits. It's a blessing, and it's great to be a part of it. We got more content coming your way, but we need you guys to keep voting and spreading this word.
Please keep voting. Right. You can vote again. It is okay. We do not mind.
If you vote, tell a friend, spread the word. Today, we saw that we have some people listening from Brazil, Honduras, somebody in Alaska holding it down.
Crossing countries, man.
Yeah, and it's exciting to see. And like I said, we're just starting, but we're going to be here for a very, very long time. So thank you guys for your support. Tell a friend. What are we on? What platforms are we on, Pat?
We are on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube, Stitcher, and Podbean.
Yeah, instantgrits.podbean.com. That's our site. So if you just type that in, has all the episodes. I got to do a better job of uploading the rest of them on YouTube, so I'm going to do that tonight. But today is our top 4 day. And like I said, we haven't done one of these in a long time, but Patrick was in charge of it, and he said it last week, didn't you?
I did say it last week. I said that we were going to do the top 4 duos of all time.
Top 4 duos of all time. So I'm a little nervous because I don't have Lopez. Lopez is actually really good at this because whenever I'm thinking something, he'll bring up something to fully support me so that we can attack and just kill Patrickless.
That's fine. And
just like the movie.
And
Detroit.
I get to stand on my own and come back every week.
That's
put
fine.
up a valiant fight.
Well, we're gonna make sure he's here and we'll have our camera out so that Lopez can see. We can see his thought process.
That's cool. So we'll do a part 2.
Yeah.
Because this top 4 has a twist.
Is okay. And you didn't tell. You told me that I won't be surprised.
Yep. So here's the twist.
All right, Patrickless. What's this twist? Seriously, what is it?
And now number 1, there's of course the all time is such a broad pool to try to choose from. And obviously some players and some tandems are going to get left off, and we could debate that. We can give a honorable mention to some of the ones that got left off, but this one was such a struggle to come up with 4.
Would have been easy for me.
That the twist is we're going to go to 5.
No,
we're going to go to 4. No, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to 5, then we're going to go to 4, and then we're going to cut off at 3.
Dang.
And
why we gotta do 5 then? Why are you doing 5?
You have to.
We doing
and
5.
There's a reason.
No, we doing 5. You couldn't make it a decisive decision.
No, it's not, because we got to do a part 2.
No.
We have to do a part 2.
You doing 5 because you couldn't man up.
We doing 5 and you'll see when I give you the 5, you'll understand.
No,
and you guys will understand too.
You don't understand my logic.
Listen, I understand your logic.
No,
I'm just not accepting it. That don't mean I don't understand it.
This would have been an easy decision for me.
No, I don't think so.
Absolutely.
All right, so here's mine.
When you're up here and you're below,
he want to keep.
I'm just saying,
going,
if I'm all the way up here and he's down here, it would have been something easy for me to do.
Have you guys seen the? You guys have seen the Instant Grits logo, haven't you? It's clear where we are in terms of height.
But he's talking about physical stature, right? But that's all he's got to turn to is the physical.
No, it's not.
No, it's cute. It's cool. I think it's adorable. It's cute.
I'm the historian.
It's adorable, Patton. You are the historian, Mr. Historian, Mr.
So, all right. So listen, here we go. We starting
Top 5 duo.
Top 5 duos all time. Number 1. Jordan and Pippen.
Jordan Pippen, boom, standard. Okay. Is that it? Yeah. Okay.
Number 2. Stockton Malone.
All time.
All time.
Okay. And I know we got 3 more.
And then I give you the rationale. Sure I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Number 3. Magic and Kareem.
Oh no.
Number 4.
No, wait a minute.
What you trying to digest those?
I'm trying.
Okay. Number 4.
It's digested. Go ahead, continue.
Shaq and Kobe.
I'm trying to curse on here, but dang.
And because of
I think I already know who I'm gonna.
That's fine. And because of some relevance, and we do have some younger listeners who didn't have the opportunity to see some
Shaq
of them.
And Kobe.
I'm going to throw in.
Who's this going to be?
D Wade and LeBron.
D Wade and LeBron as one of the best duos of all time over the Splash Brothers. How come you don't want to put them in there?
You want to put them in there?
No. This is your list. But did they cross your mind, or were you just thinking about how to get LeBron in there?
No. They didn't cross my mind because
that's a nasty duo. They stepped up last
and
night.
They are.
KD.
They definitely did. They
do look like they're vulnerable though. I'm not going to change the subject. That was a hard game for them to play.
Right. And
they won though.
And for me, the addition of Kevin Durant is what kind of took them way, way over the top into being now like the unstoppable. But when they were a duo, they still won, but they also got beat too. So that's what I'm kind of
it wasn't as much
they probably will be
exactly.
So they probably will be in this conversation within the next couple years. But those are the 5: Jordan, Pippen, Stockton, Malone, Magic, Kareem, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, D Wade.
LeBron, D Wade.
Who has to go? Who has to go and why?
One has to. Who stays on first?
That's what you have to. That's what you have to tell me.
Well, you can't. Oh, okay. No. The one that has to stay on, because the Lakers, they were the first. They were the first ones off. You know what I'm trying to say. You can't. No. You just can't take off.
So are you saying Magic?
You can't
and Kareem
take off
stay?
Magic and Kareem.
Showtime stays.
They have to stay.
Okay.
How many championships did they win?
Together, I believe 4.
And they smacked up Bird.
They did several times. I believe they won 4 together.
See, so no, you can't do that.
Okay,
that's arguably one of the top 2 or 3 point guards of all time.
I agree. Arguably
the top 2 big men.
You have no argument from me.
So they on there.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm gonna take a twist. I'm gonna say right now, if you don't get Stockton and Malone off that list,
whoa. See, so here we go. You're talking about now top 3 in assists in John Stockton, and you're talking about the number 2 scorer in all of NBA history.
Who?
Karl Malone.
Yeah, I know.
So for that right there.
Okay.
And for a while they were calling the pick and roll to Stockton and Malone.
I get you, and I get how they played
and
together.
as much as I couldn't stand watching Utah during those days, they were always there. They were always a formidable opponent.
Yeah.
And like I said, the numbers kind of speak for themselves. No, they didn't win a championship. So when you get into the championship argument, okay, that may disqualify them. But the numbers are top 3 in assists.
Yeah.
Number 2 scorer all time NBA history.
But I really think, and this is why I said you got to get him off the list, because I might go back and rethink this like in another few minutes.
Okay.
But I really think Stockton made Karl Malone's career.
Sure.
Okay. Well, no, because you said you didn't agree with me last time you brought this up.
No. It's not that I didn't agree, but
you said I don't agree with you. You said I don't agree.
No,
that means that
that's
you don't
not
agree
exactly what you said.
That's exactly what I said.
It isn't, but it's okay. Karl Malone was, for those of you who were around at that time, Karl Malone was a nasty power forward, man.
Was he nasty for real?
He was nasty. 6'9", 260.
What's so nasty about him?
Strong, super strong, finish at the rim, rebounder, could finish left, could finish right, had some finesse to his game, and he ran the floor. He ran the floor like a deer, even at 260, yeah. And he made that pick and roll. I mean, the NBA is based off of a pick and roll now, and part of that, and the way the offenses are run now, part of it is due to how easy and how efficient that Utah offense was all through the very, very late 80s and all through the 90s.
So you agree Stockton was I've never seen Stockton miss a free throw.
I think John Stockton is very underrated.
Extremely underrated.
Yeah, I think he's underrated. He was a nasty guard.
He sacrificed so much.
And he was a nasty defender too. People don't realize he was only 6'1", but he would get in there with anybody.
Real quick, what was the difference between him and Mark Price in your eyes? Because Mark Price was nasty.
To me, Mark Price was nasty, but to me, Mark Price was more of a scoring point guard. Yeah. And
now, do you think if John Stockton had a mindset of a Mark Price, he would have been like that? And would he have made the Hall of Fame with a Mark Price mindset and not such a pick and roll or assist mindset?
That's a great question. I don't.
Of course
whatever. I don't think
he wouldn't have made it.
I don't think he would have made. He would have still been good. He would have still been
so he's the ultimate,
and maybe a top 50 player. I'm not sure about
role
Hall
player,
of Fame.
John Stockton.
I won't say that ultimate.
By role, I don't mean role player. I mean accepting his positional needs of controlling the pace.
Yeah, he's one of the ultimate floor generals of all time. I gotta give him that.
Okay, so okay. Part of me really. We got to say who stays first. I'm going back.
Okay, so who are you going with? Who stays?
Kareem and Magic
is number 1 for you. All right.
Okay. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen are staying on there.
Okay, just because
they have to.
Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. That's why.
Scotty's tough.
Scottie was tough.
It pisses me off.
Scottie was super tough, man.
When people say like this dude was not nasty.
Oh no, listen. I watched that whole era, and those dudes were. That was a nasty 1-2 combo. Once they finally figured out how to get by Detroit and in the bad boy era, it was over. It was over for the rest of the league. So,
but see, where you threw a wrench in here, and it's kind of messing my mind up.
What's the wrench?
When you said LeBron and D Wade.
Now, why is that a wrench?
It's a wrench because they're both super nasty, and when I think of them being on the same team, part of my mindset is just jacked up because whenever you say duo and 2-on-2 players, I think of them playing against each other. Who will win?
Right.
And
exactly.
Them boys,
they were a problem together.
If they were playing 2-on-2 against this top, I think they would be able to try to do a little. They will hold their own.
Yeah, they definitely will hold their own.
They would get Stockton and them boys out of there. Okay, Stockton and Malone would not win no 2-on. They was playing 2-on-2. They would get smacked.
Yeah, probably not.
And then them boys could hold their own. I think they could hold their own against Michael and Scotty.
That would be the best matchup
because of D Wade. I think D Wade is just crazy.
But I see Mike is the X factor in that. Like he's just not losing.
Flash, do you remember him when he was in the Olympics?
I really do.
He looked different out there.
He was a problem, and I give it to you. But we talking about Michael Jordan now.
Listen, man. I just say he would give him a problem. Like I said, LeBron would probably do okay, but I said I think D Wade. Just like you said, Michael Jordan's not the X factor. He's Michael Jordan.
Okay.
X factor, I think, is Wade.
D Wade.
Because if Wade says, "All right, listen, I'm Flash. I am going right at you, and I'm not scared, and I'm from Chicago too," I think his grit would keep them in that 2-on-2 game.
Okay.
Even though he's undersized.
Right. Well, 6'4".
But he would have to be. Scotty would be on him, right? Or no?
No, I think Scotty would guard LeBron.
You don't think Jordan will take that challenge?
No.
Pride?
I think more of the challenge for Mike would be D Wade because of quickness and being shifty and their games being somewhat similar.
Prime Michael Jordan was an athlete.
Oh yeah.
So like we can't think about old Jordan here. He wouldn't have that much problem staying in front of him.
No.
But Wade is tough.
But I think Mike would just want to rise to that challenge. I think Scotty on LeBron would be a much better matchup. But
and who's the other one?
So you had Shaq and Kobe.
Oh
Yeah. See,
Shaq and Kobe.
So it's just a twist. A twist to it.
My respect for those two are right after Michael Jordan.
Okay.
In my heart.
Okay.
Right after Jordan, it is Shaq and it's Kobe because I watched them. Kobe's crazy to me. Kobe's insane. You can't.
Kobe. No. See, I had
Kobe's
the
nuts.
opportunity to play against Kobe back like '94 and all of that. But
okay. Shaq and Kobe. That's the perfect.
Kobe is he's a great offensive talent. I think nasty. Not taking nothing away from
he's
Kobe.
Skilled, man.
You can't. I think he could have played with Shaq a little better, and they're kind of their personal views and outlook. You can't let that get in the way of a working relationship, which is a shame because I think they may have been able to squeak out probably 2 more before Shaq started to, kind of decline in his health and NBA career.
If Shaq could have won one with the Heat.
Well, he did.
Exactly. He could have won 2.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. He won that I think 2 years after he had left, or a year after he had left LA. So they could have gotten at least 2 more, I believe.
Yeah, you can't take Shaq and Kobe off that list.
Okay, so we got Magic, Kareem,
both Lakers.
We got Jordan, Pippen, and now we have Shaq and Kobe. So
we got the 3.
So we're up against Stockton, Malone, against LeBron and D Wade.
You have to who stays.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the final?
No, this is the 5.
No. I mean, out of this 5.
Yeah.
After I make this statement,
we going to the.
You don't have a retort on this list that I've said who stays?
No, not yet.
You agree with me completely. It's about time.
Who's staying though? You still haven't. Have you chosen between those last 2? I'm just
happy you're seeing things my way now.
Okay. Have you chosen between the last 2 though?
Who am I going to say?
Stockton, you going to say LeBron, D Wade? Got to stay.
Oh yeah, got to stay.
Okay.
But
cool.
see, they can't now because of the longevity of what those other 2 boys did.
So then, what are you saying?
This is your fault.
It is, and that's why I said you thought it would be very easy.
It is
not at all.
It's absolutely easy to me.
It's not easy.
It is.
Why are you having a hard time figuring out?
Who said I'm having a hard time?
You just did.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This is difficult because of just the longevity. Okay.
All right. So you talking about longevity?
Them boys played a long time together.
You talking about because we always do the criteria in the parameters.
How long did LeBron and D-Wade play? 4 years? They had
4 years together.
We're going over 27 years of playing together versus 4 years.
27. Come on.
Them boys was.
But I mean, listen, their chemistry helped to solidify how effective that pick and roll offense is in professional basketball.
I think I would have a harder time with the argument with this top 4, okay? This top 4. So now Stockton has to get off. They off. They done.
They off?
They off.
Ooh,
because now with
man.
them being off, the list
okay.
is full of not just Hall of Famers, but maybe some of the top ones.
Top 10,
ever.
top 20 all time.
And D-Wade is nasty.
Okay.
Flash was crazy.
So officially, we done with the 5.
How I feel
John
about Flash
Stockton,
is how I felt about Charles Barkley when he was on the Olympic team. When Charles Barkley just made a decision. I'm not losing, and I don't get to these young boys.
Barkley was nasty.
And I saw Dwayne Wade do the same thing.
So we're gonna do honorable mention. I know a lot of people got left off.
Sorry about that.
Doc and Moses and
Who else?
Bird and McHale and
who currently could we have put?
Currently, I mean,
Or who are you thinking about?
I think the Splash Brothers would have made a that would have made a good
no dudes be winning all the time now though.
Yeah, but I mean, see, I wouldn't I can't put anybody else currently in there.
Westbrook Durant, too young.
Nah. And then they didn't win.
Yeah, they
you know what I
didn't
mean?
win.
Like it's
nobody in the early 2000s when I was watching Gilbert Arenas and whoa, bro.
What?
You didn't say nothing. David Robinson, Tim Duncan?
I didn't put him on.
That would have been tough.
That would have been tough. But you put them over any of them guys?
Yeah.
Who?
Stockton Malone.
No.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Are you saying championships alone? Are you saying championships alone? That's what put them over?
No, they're better. David Robinson was nasty. Number one, he was my favorite dude. And he was in Naval Academy. He was a Navy guy.
Okay,
so first of all, I respect the military. You already know that.
All right, cool. I understand. Got you.
He was my favorite center. The dude was just big, strong, fast, agile. Did everything he wanted. And then you gonna give him a young Timmy?
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
It shouldn't even be like. What are you even making a face? Y'all can't see his face right now, but he's all munched up.
No, I'm not munched up. I'm listening to you. You throw.
You saying right now, Stockton and Malone, you would take them over?
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I said based off of what our criteria are.
Okay, what?
We talk about now. If you want to give them championships, okay, I got you. But you talking about the top 3 assist dude and the number 2 scorer all time in NBA history
versus top 5 center of all time potentially.
Debatable. Okay.
Oh, we talking about
David, top 4.
You talking about David Robinson, right?
And David Robinson, yeah. Tim Duncan is probably the top 2 power forwards all time.
Okay, top 2 power forward of all time in the Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Versus another guy who just shot from time to time and got open shots because Stockton made his career.
Who shot from? No, don't do that.
I'm doing that.
Don't do that.
I've watched a lot of that. The mailman was my mom's favorite player. My mom.
So
whenever he was on, we was watching.
We'll do this so that we can get because he's trying to avoid the.
No, I'm not.
He's trying to avoid the top 4. I know what he's doing.
No, I'm not. You don't know what I'm doing.
So what
you have no idea what I'm doing.
And it's fine. So what we'll do is when we do part 2, he coughing because when Lopez comes back, we're gonna since Dev voted Stockton and Malone off, we're going to substitute now since he wants to be. He knows it all, and he's. I
never said all of
that.
I am.
Yeah, like he said. Okay,
I'm just saying. We don't have to change the list.
Now, no. Now, when Lopez comes back, instead of Stockton and Malone, it'll be David Robinson and Tim Duncan. And then we'll scale down those 5. So that's how we'll do it.
Do you think what I just said is fully outrageous? And
I do not think. I actually think, and that's why I did it this way. Because,
aside.
Sure, okay. That's why I did it this way because you can make a case for about 2 or 3 more duos.
I thought you was going to have my boys on there.
Who? Kemp and Payton?
Ooh, no. But I'm going to give you one more guess.
Who?
One more guess. My guys. We took a picture with this dude last year. Come on.
You talking about Isaiah and Joe?
Yeah, that hurts.
That's tough.
That hurts me that you don't have them on there. I thought they was going to be the first people you was going to say. Just to piss me off.
No. I mean, Isaiah and Joe, that's tough. That is a tough, oh, man.
Why did you do that?
That's more of backcourts, though. If you want to get into backcourts, then then they're right up there. They're right up there with anybody else ever all time.
So why weren't they on this all time list? What was your? Why did you not put them on?
I mean, I would say they won 2 championships. I would say longevity. Because they were good. The Pistons were good. Throughout the mid to late 80s, and then they won the championship in 89 and into 90. But to me, when you think about the Bad Boys, you think about those 2 years that they won. All right, granted, it's 2 championships, but
I think about them being physical and beating everybody up.
Oh man, the entire team, right? The entire team was that way. The entire team was like. I mean, the Bad Boys, they deserve a lot more credit too for just being, like super nasty and super tough.
Okay,
that's when the NBA was just played a
so we need
way.
to have an all-time.
But in terms of that's what I'm saying. We need to create an all-time backcourts. But in terms of, just duos. I can't, as much as I love Isaiah and Joe, I can't put them over Scotty and Michael. I can't put them over, Kareem and Magic. Can't put them over. You definitely can't put them over Kareem and Magic.
No.
Can't do that. Can't put them over Shaq and Kobe.
That's arguable. Just because
you can't put them over Shaq and Kobe.
You
can't put them over Shaq and Kobe. Just dominance again. Here we go. Dominance.
You love that word.
Dominance. No, you guys love it with the bigs.
No, you love.
So you telling me that y'all arguing me down about Hakeem Olajuwon, who I didn't even put on this list because he didn't really have another punch with him. But Hakeem Olajuwon, and you put him out and you put Shaq because of
just go back.
dominance.
Listen, he's still catching feelings. Just go back and listen to the second. No, it's not fine.
Just
go back and listen to the episode.
Perfectly fine.
Oh,
perfectly fine.
That's calm patting right here.
Yeah. So how are you now taking? You got questions about Shaq? Are you kidding me?
You got me all off topic. Okay.
Okay,
I did.
Thank you. I know. I'm sticking right to the topic.
So
we got 4.
All right, go.
We got 4.
I'm gonna get this down to 3 real fast.
Okay, let's go. Here's the 4 now.
Boom, go.
Pippen, Jordan.
Okay.
Shaq, Kobe.
Okay.
Magic, Kareem.
Okay.
LeBron and D Wade. Who goes in all of their accomplishments now?
See,
because that's what the top 4 is based off of, and all of their accomplishments. Their entire body of work has to go. That was my reason for putting Stockton and Malone in, because they influenced how the NBA offenses are run today off of that pick and roll. That was my rationale for putting them in.
You gotta get D Wade and LeBron out of there with the quickness.
Ooh.
With the quickness. And it's quick too. Good as well, Scotty and Michael.
Okay, I give you Scotty and Michael. I give you Scotty and Michael.
He made people move slow. He made them look slow.
Magic and Kareem.
You can't take. You got to respect. That's the Sidney Poitier of basketball. You got to.
Okay.
Gotta respect him.
All right.
And you already know how I feel about Shaq and Kobe.
Okay, that's fine. So
now,
LeBron and D-Wade go.
If we was to change this up and said if they played 2-on-2,
straight
up in their prime.
We'll do that at the end. But for the sake of the argument, so this was easy. Now here's the tough part.
No,
this is the part I wanted to get to.
No. You said you stopped at
5-4-3.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. It's on tape. It's on tape.
No,
I said
it's not.
We'll go. It's on tape. And when people run it
back,
and when you run it back,
don't you ever sing
you'll
to me.
hear. I didn't.
You do not sing to me.
I didn't sing to you. I dragged out my words.
Don't sing to me, Pat.
There's no note. There's no note.
Don't hit my microphone.
Listen, I'm way over here. I can't hit your microphone.
Don't be singing to me.
So
go ahead. I'm listening.
Now we're down to
lies. I'm listening to lies, Patton, because you did not say. You said 5-4-3.
5-4-3. 5-4-3.
We did. We good.
No, we cut 5. We've cut 4. Now we have to cut 3. So you cut 3 to 2. Yes.
No.
Yes. So now.
So we knocking this down to 2. I'm talking over you.
Yes.
I know. I'm sorry.
Like
but
we did with the top 4 college basketball program. Yeah, I'm throwing that twist in there. Now take it. So now we have. That's fine. Now we have Magic and Kareem, Jordan and Pippen, Shaq and Kobe. Out of this list, who are the last 2 duos standing at the end?
You're trying to.
And why? And you have to provide a rationale for why.
Now, Big Timbo Patron, he knows me pretty well, but I think he doesn't know this about me. This top 3 right here, I actually got choked up when he said those last names, because it's gonna hurt. He knows how I feel now about Kobe and Shaq.
Exactly.
Them boys ain't going off that effing list.
Whoa.
Okay. I'm saying that,
why?
Right?
So why? Why?
I don't have to say why. I don't have to say why.
Okay.
Them boys played, bro. How many rings they get, first of all? I can't remember.
3.
Okay, they got 3 rings. And how long did they play together for?
They played together since what? They
Not
played
a terribly
97.
long time, but they played together since 97?
Oh, yeah.
They were on the same team in 1997.
Yes. Remember,
yeah,
Kobe,
they were.
Kobe,
he was a young
right.
buck.
He was right. So he started kind of coming on in 97, making the All-Star game, but they still weren't winning like that then. It was Utah.
Why are you trying to do this to me?
No, I'm not. I'm just stating the fact. So they played together from 97.
I'm saying, why'd you
till
put them
about
on that list?
till 2004, I believe, when the Lakers lost to the Pistons in the finals.
Shaq, Kobe.
And then Shaq went to, I think, and that's when Shaq went to.
You just want me
Miami.
to say it. You just pissed off because we
no. So
you just mad because we got Hakeem off your list. So
no,
now you trying to make me get
Listen,
Shaq.
we on a whole nother topic.
No, you're not. You brought that up earlier.
Nah, so they played 7 years together. To answer your question, they played 7 years together.
Salt face.
No dice.
I don't know, man.
I mean, what don't you know?
I'm not taking them off.
Okay, so
I don't care
so
what.
Who else?
It don't matter.
Okay, so who stays? So who stays?
They stay. It don't matter.
Okay, they stay. Who else stays?
It don't even effing matter.
It has to.
Michael. It doesn't matter.
So Michael and Pippen stay.
Shaq and Kobe are
so
the best duo
you're telling
that
me,
I have seen with my eyeballs.
I understand. So you're telling me
you've seen more basketball than me.
You're telling me.
I know that. You're the
that
historian.
Showtime has to go.
I'm gonna put
and
it
that
like
the
this.
all-time leading scorer in NBA history has to go.
I'm saying right now.
And that the most flashiest assist man has to go.
Can you listen to me?
Magic Johnson, the no-look pass on the break has to go?
Listen to me.
Are you kidding me?
Listen to me real clear.
I'm listening.
Because right now, the only reason you put them on the list, you trying to hurt my feelings.
I'm not trying to hurt
Yes, you are. Let me finish.
It's for the sake of a good debate.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
You're trying to hurt my feelings because you have a personal vendetta.
I'm not trying to hurt you.
Can I finish, please?
No.
Can I finish?
No, because
you really want to be like that? You're not going to let me talk? You're not going to let me talk?
I don't want you to be in error. I don't want you to be
I'm not in error. I know you.
I'm not trying to hurt your feelings.
Because you were mad that me and Lopez got your boy off the list. That's why you doing this to me.
Even if that's trying to get me to get.
Can I finish, Pat?
Even if that's the case,
sir,
you still have to answer the question.
Sir.
Right?
Sir, can I finish?
Okay, thank you, guys.
The reason I haven't been able to finish is because you keep cutting me off. This is a very simple thing. You're mad. That's it. I'm
be that as it may.
You're mad.
You got to answer the question.
I just told you,
bro.
my man ain't going nowhere. You got to convince me my guys ain't going.
Okay, you got to convince me that you got to convince me that you're getting rid of Showtime, bro.
I didn't say that.
There would be no Kobe and Shaq if it wasn't for Showtime, bro. Whoa. Are you serious?
No Kobe and Shaq without
if it wasn't for come on.
How about no Kobe and Shaq without Michael Jordan? What are you talking about? No Kobe without
and Shaq. Big man.
Kareem?
Big man.
That's fine. What about Wilt? What about all the other bigs?
Okay.
It ain't like he emulated his game off of theirs. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I can't say that. Because his father would have him watching Wilt Chamberlain stuff, so I can't really say that.
He gotta go.
I'm sorry. I would have a really tough time taking Magic and Kareem off.
I'm not gonna be rude anymore, but you have to tell me who you're taking off. I'm done being rude.
I'm taking off Shaq and Kobe.
No, see, you can't do that.
I'm taking off Shaq and Kobe. So you got So the greatest basketball team ever assembled did not include Shaq or Kobe Bryant.
The most dominant duo.
The greatest basketball team ever assembled in the history of team sports did not include Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. However, it did include Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Magic Johnson.
What? We're talking about the best duos. We're not.
I understand.
When it comes to point production, time played, shot creation, dominance, how they played off each other, and they didn't even do
38,387.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Point production.
I'm just talking about when they was playing together.
Okay.
So all I'm really trying to say is this: Kobe got buckets.
Shaq
got buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq got rebounds. Shaq got blocks. Okay.
Kobe, skyhook, no look pass. You taking that away?
It wasn't needed for Shaq. We already talked about this.
No, I'm saying you taking the skyhook and the no look pass away.
Listen, I'm not taking Jordan off that list.
That's fine.
So Showtime has to go because
Shaq.
We're talking about duos.
Lopez,
I'm talking about how they work together.
Where you at, bro? I'm about to call you on the phone.
Call him up. We got the line right here.
It's crazy.
Because I'm talking about how they work together.
But you're not giving a rationale. You're just saying, they're not going nowhere, bro. Well, why?
I just said
why aren't they going
nowhere? Now, to be honest, in retrospect, maybe your first one made more choice, it was a little bit more conclusive when you had John Stockton and Karl Malone. Because in my head, I'm going off how they work together.
Right.
Shaq and Kobe took turns. They learned how to play with each other. And when we saw them synced up, them boys were unstoppable. When we saw them.
Are you telling me?
Go ahead. Synced up, yes. Go ahead.
Listen.
Yes. Outside, inside.
I still get goosebumps when I watch NBA TV Hardwood Classics and I see Magic on the break. And I've seen the highlights a million times.
It was only them two.
What?
It was Shaq and Kobe. That's it.
Wait,
who they passing it to? Rick Fox? He had a whole squad. Magic Johnson had a squad.
And that's his fault?
It's not his fault, but he had a squad. We're talking about duos. It was only Jordan and Pippen. Yeah, they had some cute parts. They got Rodman. Yeah, after they bullied Kukoc off that Olympic joint, they had Kukoc. They had B.J. Armstrong from time to time. They had Kurt. But when we're talking about duos, them two boys.
They had Rodman?
They had Rodman.
Okay.
But that's a good part. That's another important part. But who did Shaq and Kobe have, Patton, for real, man?
Big Shot Bob.
Okay.
And it's arguable that they don't get to a couple of them championships without Big Shot Bobby.
I'll give you that. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But see, even that doesn't even compare to the loaded squad that Magic played on. I'm thinking about duos. These two people fully dominated that team. They dominated the ball. They shared the ball. They got them first three quarters.
You know what, though?
The closer was.
Here's you could also make the argument that analysis is unfair because the NBA was more efficient during that time than during the time that Shaq and Kobe had a run.
More efficient.
And you know that's the truth. Yeah, you have more efficient basketball players back then.
Just hands down. Ability to make shots or take
when you say Magic had a squad outside of the top five, outside of the starting five,
they had all stars on that bench, right?
Listen, okay, and then you had years where them guys left. So the first couple years they were winning, you had Jamal Wilkes and Bob McAdoo on the bench. You had Norm Nixon. All right. So you had Rambis, if you want to throw Rambis in there. All right, cool.
Kurt Rambis.
You know what I mean? But the five were Magic, Byron Scott, Coop, Worthy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And Kareem.
That's crazy.
Okay, so starting five was crazy. Cool. But look at the era that they played in and look at the other starting fives. You yourself said about the Bad Boys. You had Isaiah Dumars, a young Rodman, Bill Laimbeer, and Mark Aguirre, who was a killer.
Yeah.
That's a nasty starting five. You had Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, Bird, McHale, and Parrish. That's a nasty squad. You had Drew Toney, Maurice Cheeks, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, and Moses Malone. Like, come on. That's a nasty five.
It was a crazy team.
That's what I'm saying. So the NBA at that time, you had more complete teams than you did in the era that Shaq and Kobe played when you just had a couple superstars.
You're making my point.
So no, I'm not. I'm saying that you can't make that comparison that it was only them two and it's not fair that Magic had a squad. Well, everybody had a squad back then.
Sir, I thank you.
Maybe I'm missing something. I don't see it.
Of course you are.
I just explained to you how everybody had a squad back then, so it's not the NBA was more efficient back then.
I don't care.
So to make that, whether you care or not, it don't negate the fact that that's the truth. Like that don't make a difference.
It does make a
difference. You
don't
have to care. That's the truth.
Listen, your rationale is solid for once, okay?
My rationale is always solid. I'm the story. My rationale is always solid.
But for real,
what
you said it was more efficient. That's cool, but that's still those are squads.
Okay,
those are squads.
So it's unfair to say that Magic had a squad. Everybody had a squad.
Kobe and Shaq in that era. You can let me know how that era was still the last part of it being physical. That era was still the last part of back to the basket.
What era was still the last part of it being? Not
Shaq
no
Kobe.
No, sir.
Yeah. They could still hand check you. They could still hand check you.
Dice,
it was still physicality. Yeah, it was. Because I saw it in the All-Star game clips that I have on my phone.
No, sir.
Obviously, it's not as physical as the 80s, bro.
The era with it being physical went out when Jordan hit that last shot in Utah. That's when that era went out.
Man.
That's when that era went out. So
I said it was
all
the
of the 2000s were sweet.
No.
That was it. That's when the NBA changed.
But they were playing in 1997 together too, and 98, 99.
Did they win anything? Did they do anything?
I don't know. Did they?
No, they didn't.
Bro,
right.
When was the physicality fully removed? When did they take away hand
checking?
checking?
When Jordan took that last shot.
No.
97.
Honestly, when did they take away hand checking?
Honestly, well, they took hand checking away.
That's what, for real.
95,
it was not in the 90s,
96.
bro.
Yes, it was. 95, 96
mm-hmm.
is when they took the hand check away because you could. They started calling it more in like 93 and 94. They completely took it out. And like, I think that's when the rule had to be that you instead of your hand being fully extended, you had to bend, you know, you can put your elbow on somebody or whatever.
Okay.
Then they took that out in like 97 and 98.
Okay. But people were still doing it, so I don't care.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and they got called for it.
And
they
I'm
got
trying
called
to think
for it
about
if they kept it on.
Even if we take Shaq off this equation, you just said like they was playing against loaded teams, and they were. I agree with you. Back in the 80s.
Yeah.
But Kobe,
what
the guards that we naming right now that he was playing against were tough too. That era too, man. Let's not forget about all the scoring guards.
Again, and see here's
and
he
was rising quick.
Here's where you're gonna have here's where you're gonna have a problem making that point.
Of course I won't, but go ahead.
You're gonna have a problem making that point because the if you go about the top guards in Kobe's time, you're talking about Allen Iverson. Who was his 1-2? Okay, thank you. You're talking about Ray Allen. Who was his 1-2? Oh, thanks. You're talking about Vince Carter. Who was his 1-2? Oh, great. You're talking about Tracy McGrady.
Are you rapping or rhyming?
Who was
You're
his
saying
1-2?
Who's his 1-2? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the duo?
So who was the duo?
I'm talking about him, Kobe competition. Who's he playing
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But who's the duo? You're just talking about one player.
Legendary guards.
And you're talking about one, and they didn't have a duo.
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying remove, because I already know you're going to say Shaq didn't have nobody to play against.
He didn't.
So that's fine. That's why I'm removing him.
Okay.
I'm saying, okay, fine.
Oh, so you're trying to get ahead of me. Okay.
I'm always.
No, you're not. You're not.
I think you just said.
But now I'm really making the point that it was just. So you saying okay? So you saying Kobe played against all of these tough guards?
Yes.
Now, why? What was the reason that he had so much success against all of those top guards? In terms of winning the game.
I don't know.
Because I've seen Gilbert Arenas give Kobe the fits.
Me too.
Give him 50.
Yes, I know.
And they didn't win because.
Love Gilbert Arenas. You know that.
And they didn't win because.
Well, why didn't they win? Why is Kobe Bryant the most difficult shot maker in the history of basketball?
They didn't win
because he was getting strapped up and had to get creative because he could not rely on his physicality and athleticism.
You had your Heidi White trying to guard Shaquille O'Neal. You kidding
Jordan.
Me? Are you kidding me?
Bro, I'm not even talking about that. We knew when it was time to close who they was giving the ball to.
But see, no, and that's unfair to say. That's unfair to say.
He's the best shot maker almost in history, arguably.
What?
Are you serious? Well,
no, sir.
You better take.
No,
I'm glad you took.
You better go back and study.
I'm glad you took a breath and looked down.
You better go back and study.
Oh, are you serious right now?
Are you serious right now? You telling me over Larry Bird, over Reggie Miller?
I just said arguably, Blur. What are you talking about?
That's the argument.
He's not in the top 4 best shot makers of all time. Now you can't say that.
Over
his
Jordan,
footwork,
Bird,
his fadeaways,
Reggie Miller, and now Steph Curry.
Oh my! One more time. I want to hear this foolishness.
Jordan, Bird, Reggie Miller, now Steph Curry.
Now listen to this. Listen to this. Did you say Bird?
I did say Bird.
You don't think Kobe Bryant has hit more difficult shots than Michael Jordan in his career?
Hell no.
You know why he did? And I'm going to tell you why. And you're going to agree
Hell
with this.
no.
All seriousness, you're going to agree to this.
You gotta be kidding.
No, you're going to agree. I love Michael.
You were talking about the free throw line shot against the Cavs, the super double pump almost landed on the what?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
All I'm going to say is this. The reason he is on this list is because he was not as athletic as Michael. So he had to work harder to get his shots off and create space. And everybody knows that. Really think about it.
Yeah.
No, for real, bro.
Stop that.
You and me had this talk about a month ago and you agreed.
Listen,
so you
listen.
just
No, I didn't agree to that.
Yes, we did.
And
who's more athletic, Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant?
Oh, Michael Jordan. I said that.
So he couldn't rely on his athleticism.
Who's more athletic? But you're saying it like they're miles apart.
I never said. Ooh,
they're not miles apart.
I never said they're miles apart.
No, they're not miles apart. Kobe out of that list when I named who the top guards were at that time. Out of that list, he was probably the most athletic out of all of those guards. Arguably, running neck and neck with T-Mac.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And Vince.
Okay. You want to put Gilbert in there for athleticism?
No.
Not height, athleticism.
No, athleticism, no.
Are you serious?
No. Gilbert ain't rising up dunking on nobody, man.
He had a 40-inch vert.
He's not rising up dunking on nobody. You see Gilbert Arenas highlights.
And ran track.
Bop.
Because he was so fast. He was fast. Oh, my gosh. Listen.
Okay, that's fine. What I'm saying is.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is you're talking about cats that finish above the rim, finish through traffic, and that takes their game to another level. One thing I love that Kobe Bryant said in breaking down the game is that any scorer, any player all moves and everything on the offensive side of the ball is predicated upon the ability to shoot, to go left, and to go right. Perfect synopsis. So once you get a consistent jump shot, once you can go left, once you can go right, you can be some type of threat. Why are you looking like that? Like, what does that mean? So I'm saying that to say, I'm saying that to say,
you put a question in my face.
I'm saying that to say,
I didn't say anything.
I'm saying that to say, once Kobe became a decent shooter, because he was not to start off, he could finish at the rim always, but everybody was expecting that. So I can pack the paint on you. Once he made himself a consistent shooter, now, oh man, I got to play out there. Now the game opens wide up. Now you become super dangerous. So you can do what comes natural to you, natural because you have that athleticism, and now you can punish people on the outside.
Do you realize we're talking about arguably the two best guards of all time?
That's arguable. Yeah,
okay, so that's why I'm really saying right now, and I'm going to leave it after this and we can move on.
That's fine.
That Michael Jordan, one of the best athletes of all time. Kobe Bryant was a great athlete.
Mm-hmm.
But Kobe Bryant had to rely on a lot more fakes, a lot more pivots, a lot more footwork, a lot more separation of space because he did not have even that slightest increase of athleticism to Michael Jordan.
I can't say that. I think Michael was just more efficient in creating space. I don't think it's the disparity in athleticism.
You think he was more efficient?
Yes.
Bro, if you think
the limitation that Kobe studied Michael is because Michael was super efficient in creating space. He was teaching Kobe how to create space.
Absolutely.
So I don't think that is more.
But their
styles,
think that
is about that. Their styles are. They're
similar.
Kobe is Mike. Is a copycat. That's
but
all
he's not quite. And why?
He's not quite in terms of athleticism.
Thank you. That's my whole point. Therefore, he had to rely on.
No, but you're putting it on
footwork. Yes.
Because but Mike had the footwork.
Bro, Mike could do
Mike
anything.
Was more efficient in creating space and separation.
Mike could do anything, but Kobe had to. That's all I'm trying to say. Kobe had to do that footwork. He had to do up fakes 4 and 5 times. He had to utilize reverse 3 and 4 pivots and reverse pivoting and open facing up fake jab, because he had to get separation because he didn't quite have that Jordan spark.
That's tough.
That's all I'm saying. You don't agree? Tough. Like I'm not even trying to argue.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm just.
He had to do it just because he was missing that.
It may be something to that, but and just replaying.
He had to use all of Michael Jordan's moves because Michael Jordan didn't have to use them all.
Now, and here's another thing that I'll add to that argument. Kobe didn't really start doing the pivots and the fakes and all the things that you're talking about until Shaq left. He wasn't doing all that when Shaq was on the floor. Why? Because he didn't have to.
Because he had a dominant.
There you go.
Therefore,
which is my point from earlier. Which is my point from earlier. So because you had that whole breakdown of being able to shoot and go left, now I can do my move. I don't have to do 3 and 4 and 5 moves to create separation. You backing off of me because you got to help on Shaquille. So I'm going to push you to the limit, to the point where you can't back off no more, and I'm going to pump this Jane.
These two boys sacrificed the most out of anybody, with the exception of maybe Scottie Pippen. These two boys were so talented.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Shaq and Kobe. They were so talented, they both had to decide when they would share the ball. Even Phil Jackson, and you know all these stories, said he called him in office and said, listen, you need to get him the ball early. You get him the ball, feed him the first 3 quarters. Because I need you to make sure that he's happy. And first, when it's time to close, you close. I mean, they had strategies and meetings about how they're going to work together because they were so uber cocky, because they were so uber talented.
I agree with you.
Out of this trio of duos that you have, I think they sacrificed the most in order to win. That's why it's hard for me. Magic was always going to be Magic. That's Kareem's game. Shaq. Michael played Michael's game.
I agree with that. That's not the. I wouldn't settle on them being the last two standing off of that argument. But that's a valid point.
Absolutely,
that is a valid point.
Of course, it's a valid
point. But see,
those are the only points I have.
If those are the only points you have,
those are always the only points.
Then this is why we're going to have to do a.
Because I think Lopez is like he's going to like that one I just said. I think that one really is going to speak to Lopez.
I'm not sure if Lopez is going to get rid of Magic and Kareem though.
That's fine, but I'm just saying you can't get rid of Shaq and Kobe. They've sacrificed too much because they were too uberly skilled. They were two of the best players in the history that we've ever seen, and they won championships. And if they had stayed longer, they would have won more. But they could not get out of their own way because they were so talented.
So
that when they did, they won.
Okay, so what is the length of time that you're giving them in terms of their dominance when they finally started winning championships, which was only a 3-year span or 4-year span because they lost in the finals.
So they won 3 out of the 4.
They won 3 out of the 4.
That's a heavy percentage, bro.
Okay,
that's a 75% clip.
I mean, imagine Kareem only won 4, but whatever.
No, that's good. How long?
I mean, against tougher teams, but I don't count.
But they could be themselves.
What do you mean?
They could play free. That's why it was Showtime. Showtime, he knew his job and he loved it.
Okay.
James Worthy knew what he was supposed to do and he loved it. Kareem, obviously, loved it.
Okay.
What you mean, K?
What do you say?
Shaq and Kobe were so talented they could not even play their games the way they wanted to because it wasn't going to work out.
Shaq and Kobe both had such huge egos
and talent, bro. They both thought they were the men because they both knew that they were the.
And that's what I mean. It's more of egos with them than talent. I don't think there's. You can't say because they were just far and away above talent wise that they that's why they got in each other's way. It's not that. Everybody in the NBA is talented. Everybody in the NBA is talented. You have to be talented to make it.
We're not talking about that though. We're talking about.
So you're saying because they were so talented,
duos of all time,
right? And the top two, you're saying because they were talented. It's because both of them had egos.
What would have happened if Scottie Pippen lost his mind and said, "I need the ball more than Michael"? That would have never worked.
Are you kidding me?
No, it wouldn't have worked.
He wouldn't have said that. Yeah,
he wouldn't have said it. But he also knew where he ranked. He knew where he stood. He accepted his role.
He was Robin. He was fine being Robin.
Okay.
And Robin made him one of the 50 greatest players of all time. Robin made him an NBA Hall of Famer.
Facts.
Robin made him a dream team, the first dream team, the dream team that's the best team ever assembled. So
Facts.
What argument do he got?
That's what I'm saying. Michael had nothing to worry about. These two superpower egos, superpower talented players that we've seen in the history of the game had to make it work. And they had a small window to make it work. Once it clicked quick. And now, you even said if they had to stay together, they would have won 2 more.
Now,
that's my last argument.
Does that put them on some type of pedestal, or did they just need to get it done because they were both getting paid crazy amounts of money?
They made a decision.
Pressure.
They made a decision, and they made it work.
Okay. All right.
That's why I just said I really come on. That doesn't change anything a little bit for you, because I know you're not taking Magic, and I know you're not taking Magic off in Jordan.
I can't take them off.
Okay.
I can't take them off.
And I know where Lopez is going to go. Lopez is,
and that's fine. I mean, and that's again, it's nothing.
I'm trying to bring up some other points.
There's nothing against Shaq and Kobe. They killed the early part of the 2000s, and probably one of the most exciting duos that that we've seen. I'm not taking that away from them two as a duo, but see, here's the other part.
That last part.
Last part. So when
I have to go again.
Shaquille O'Neal left, he still won a championship with D Wade. Yeah, because that was a crazy duo. That was I mean, even though they only won that one, that was an awesome 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Kobe didn't really win another chip until he got 2 more bigs and Bynum at that time, who was serviceable, and Paul Gasol.
Bynum was sneaky nasty for like
minutes. He was serviceable, but whatever. But it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same 1-2. Like, he struggled for some time after Shaq left, and that was the knock on him. So for Shaq to be able to leave and still,
if anybody had Shaq and then Shaq leaves when he still has some talent left, they would struggle.
So
right?
and that to me, that's the case for what happened to Penny Hardaway.
Okay, that's fine. I agree with that too.
Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin Nathaniel Goldsberry, Nate, who said that Michael Jordan was the only person to ever wear somebody else's shoe, and guess whose shoe he wore?
Penny Hardaway. I'm just saying.
And I know you said we're going to take him off that list.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, and all that stuff.
And I would also say, just going back to the ego, and we'll drop it, but the ego is what made Shaq leave Orlando in the first place.
Wow.
Had he stayed, Orlando would have won those chips.
Oh, yeah, I do remember. I remember seeing that, that documentary.
because they gave Penny Hardaway the money and he felt like he deserved, a little bit more, and they didn't give him the money, then he went and left and, he signed with the Lakers. So we could be sitting here not even talking about Kobe Bryant in the same light and with the same, mystique as we are now if Shaq's ego didn't get in the way of him and Penny.
And we see what happens when they figured it out.
Okay,
that could have been like you said, that could have been Penny and Shaq
easily, very easy.
But it just happened to fall in place a little bit in alignment with
that's true.
A younger Kobe and a little bit more veteran Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I can't take him off. We'll wait and see what Lopez has to say.
Yep.
But you're definitely not taking Jordan and Pippen, and you're definitely not taking
Magic and Kareem.
Kareem off.
I can't.
Okay. We'll do this again. I know Lopez is going to be probably on your side because you
probably.
But come on, man, I made some valid points.
You did. And that's
like them boys.
The reason I even put them in there is because I knew it would be a difficult argument, and it has to be. But when you take all factors into account, influence on the game, championships, you could throw numbers in there. I just don't see you getting rid of. Well, there's no way Jordan and Pippen are coming off of that list. Bottom line, but I mean, because 6 championships, they're not coming off the list.
No, they can't.
I
mean, I get you, and I can see why you would say Magic can't. So
and this is not a knock to any of the other. I mean, I could have reached back like Cousy Russell or Havlicek Russell and 11 championship. Like, come on, that's unreal. But and see, to me, those guys going like they're in like a different stratosphere. That those Celtics teams and the stuff they were doing was just unbelievable. And like they're like super folk basketball players, like legends and all of that stuff. But I mean, even though Mike and them are legends, is the more modern era, and people didn't get a chance to see those guys, so it's difficult to bring them up in an argument.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
I really just can't see you taking away Showtime, which is the thing that saves basketball.
Well, I just can't see a lot of decisions you make. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. But like I said, I'm actually post questions and post comments.
Please do,
because
we need to help Brother Devin out.
I need some support because apparently I'm just trying to.
See, your body don't even.
My body's like, shut up, damn it. Yeah, whatever. Okay, but with all seriousness, leave comments. I would love to read some of y'all comments too.
Oh yeah.
See what y'all think about this duo stuff, because like I said, I thought it was gonna be easy at first, but the more and more I did some more deep thinking into it, I was like, oh man. And part of me feels stupid for saying Shaq and Kobe 50%, but then the other 50% is like absolutely not, because people are sleeping on Shaq and Kobe really hard.
I don't think so.
That's fine. We'll see. We'll wait until Lopez comes back. And like I said, my mind is pretty fixed right now.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to go back home and watch some more footage on them, but
probably.
But like I said, please make sure that you remember to tell a friend, leave your comments, leave your reviews. We're on all the platforms. I'll go ahead and try to name them all. Patton has them memorized, but we're on YouTube. We're on iTunes. We're on Stitcher. We're on Spotify, which is something I use all the time. We're on Google Play. And we're on instantgrits.podbean.com. Oh, we're on Podcast Addict, believe it or not.
Oh, Podcast Addict. Okay.
Podcast
add that
Addict.
One. Okay, cool.
And, yeah, so just keep giving us those 5-star reviews. We're asking for that. And like I said, it was greatly appreciated, everybody listening. Go ahead, Pat. What you going to say?
No, I was just going to say thanks, guys. We appreciate the support. Continue to support us. Email us at theinstantgritspodcast@gmail.com if you have any topics. If you guys want to jump in on this top 4 stuff, we welcome it. Send us some ideas, send us some scenarios, and we'll be happy to debate it on the air.
Yep, and guys, like I said, just support the movement. We got to hold ourselves truly accountable. Everything starts with you guys. So make moves, move markets. God bless. Have a blessed day.
All right, guys, be good.